everybody, welcome to Smashing Game Time. We are two brothers and a special guest that like to play video games. I am your host, Nick. I am joined, as always, by my brother, Josh.
We're working on episode 3 of Feet. I love it.
This is not our third foot episode.
This is going to be our 3-foot episode, yes.
Yes. We are joined by a special guest. It's his third episode with us? Third or fourth?
Wow. Third foot episode, third David episode. There's a lot going on here.
The threes.
A lot of threes. I'm seeing a pattern.
We are joined by David. You know him, you love him. David.
Hey, friends. Wonderful to be back. I've eagerly waited my re-invitation to rejoin you both. Very, very excited to be here. One of my favorite podcasts. I'm really happy to be spending a little bit of time just talking video games, because a lot of the other podcasts I do, we try to touch on video games and then the conversation instantly moves away from video games. And so I just want to have some game time.
Well, you've got your
you
news.
came to the wrong episode. This is episode 3 of Feet, so this is going to be nothing but feet.
Okay, well, let me
Get your feet in the camera. Yes, for those wondering, we do have video feeds of feet.
Before I forget, Nicholas, my foot is better.
Your foot is better. Was it gout?
It was not gout. Doctor said,
wow.
his exact words were, "Yeah, I don't know exactly what you have, but nothing seems broken. Everything seems good. Doesn't seem like it's gout. So take 600 milligrams of ibuprofen 2 times a day, ice it, and if it doesn't feel any better in a week, we'll get you some x-rays."
Look, as a child, I was like, yeah, go see the doctor. Like, they're you can trust them. Just like, hey, if you're in trouble, go see a policeman. As an adult man, I'm like, man, I don't know. I just kind of feel like a guinea pig at the doctor. I feel like they're kind of just guessing. It's like going to the mechanic and they're like, it could be the carburetor, it could be your belt tightener, it could be loose, could be these 3 other things. Once you realize they're just guessing, you're like, I don't want to go and I can guess. I can guess.
See, my problem wasn't so much him. It was the guy before him. The guy came in. I thought he was the nurse. He started testing some things. Did like the knee reflex and everything. And he goes, "Okay, drop your pants, turn your head and cough." I did. He goes, "Okay, yeah, the doctor and nurses will be with you shortly."
That was just a guy wandering the halls.
I was just like, wait, what? And then I asked the doctor when he came in. He goes, "The only guy who's here is the janitor."
He's telling stories now. David, I did want to bring it back to the gaming side of it. You do have a gaming-esque you have a scary game podcast, right?
You know, we do a horror podcast and we talk about all sorts of media. So we'll do books, video games, TV, films, and we've touched on a couple of video games. We've done 3 of our 60 episodes.
I'm usually well researched. Let me guess the 3. I'm gonna guess.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna guess Silent Hill 3.
Okay.
Because that just seems to be the Silent Hill everybody covers.
Mm-hmm.
Signalis.
Okay. Good guess.
And then maybe something a little more light, like BioShock with horror elements in it.
I love BioShock. So one of the things you have to remember is that I didn't want to start a horror podcast. I was dragged into this the way that a protagonist in a horror film is dragged to their death. And so I'm a big scaredy cat. So when it's my turn to pick the topic, I don't pick very scary games. So we have covered Until Dawn, which was pretty good, pretty frightening.
Okay.
Terrible follow-up film. We picked Gone Home, which I argued was scary the first time I played it, because it is. Because you think that you're in a Silent Hill, but you are actually not. You are in a very, very milquetoast walking simulator, but a very, very good story. And then the third game we covered was called Faith, and it was an indie game that was very, very good. And we covered it for Excommunicapril, where we talked about religious horror all April long.
Oh, it looks like there's some body horror in this one. Is it called Faith, the Unholy Trinity?
It is called Faith, the Unholy Trinity. Looks fucking fantastic. It's doing that Apple II thing, but it does it excellently. It's a great game.
The poster is giving me Carpenter vibes, kind of.
The poster does feel like it's the thing. The game obviously is pixels, so it's not delivering on necessarily that body horror until it does some rotoscoping midway through.
I'm here for it. And Gone Home just wants to fuck with you the entire time. It's like, oh, it's stormy, nobody's home, you have this giant house with all these crawl spaces.
Nobody's home. Your character has a propensity to like read everything she sees. That's kind of scary.
That's
knowledge is frightening.
It's a video game version of The People Who Live Under the Stairs. That's what I was thinking of the entire time I played that game. And it's you can beat it in like what, 2 or 3 hours?
Yes, definitely. It was fascinating hearing my my co-hosts have the experience with the game because they have different like gaming methodologies, and so I was like, oh well, it's this is a modern adventure game, so all of the game design tells you to turn left first, and both of them just being like jaw dropped at the idea that like there's some intentionality around adventure games, like, and there has been for the past 20 years.
I think you do turn left. Yeah, you go to the left side of the house. Wow. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. It is funny. Like, there's an achievement for beating the game in under like 4 minutes or something. And once you once you know the trick, you're like, oh, it's that simple. I'm just gonna do this.
Yes. But that's not the point of the game. Is to experience lesbianism. It is not to rush through lesbianism. Don't rush lesbianism.
It's set in the 90s, right?
So it's about about experimentation, basically.
Well, 4 minutes, Josh. We can all do better than that. Come on.
Hey, I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. It's basically what you're telling me is that you're experimenting for 4 minutes.
Yeah. Have you not played it, Josh? It's a great little game if you've got, a few hours to go in.
I have not, and until I beat Expedition 33, I can't spare any other time.
That's fair. That's fair.
As Nick shakes his head at me.
There's a caveat. It's too late for these words. Josh has already beaten the game. He's playing New Game Plus, so he does have time. He would just rather, uncover.
I want to get it done so I can finally take it out of my PlayStation, put it to rest on the shelf, and actually play something else. You know how long I've been playing, Nick? I rented Astrobot from the library, and guess what I had to return already? It hadn't even opened it and played it.
Look, those return dates are just suggestions. You can hold on to the stuff as long as you want.
I know.
I've got books over here that I've had since March.
Hold on. Unfortunately, it was one of those. Since I got that and another game at the same day, they both renewed, or were supposed to renew. And the first game was like, oh yeah, no, you're good. Astrobot, yeah, no, you got to bring that shit back in, and it's due tomorrow.
The beauty of libraries being underutilized and underappreciated is if you do use them and you don't return the stuff on time, they'll email you and be like, hey, look, we know you still got this stuff. Do you want to renew it again? Just come in and see us, or just give us a call.
Yeah, you just got to do something. Take some action.
If there was only like one person waiting for it, I'd been like, yeah, screw that one person. They can wait. There's 2 copies out there. The other guy can bring it back. I haven't touched it yet.
Yeah.
But there's like 15 on hold. And I'm like, I don't want to be that guy.
Now let me go back to all that. These are books, so no one's waiting on these books. The games, I got to get these back on time. I've got Death Stranding 2 on the beach, and I'm like, oh boy, I got to really rush through this. I'm only in episode 3. I'm like, we got to go. I can only renew this one more time before somebody comes knocking at my door.
You haven't renewed your rental from me.
Do you have it?
I might have to start finding you.
Oh, for the PlayStation.
For the PlayStation, for Silent Hill 2.
Josh, I will renew those. Okay, I will come up to your library and renew those.
If I don't see your signature here in the next 48 hours, we're gonna have some problems.
Wow.
Unfortunately, we have a no-knock policy. We will bust down your door. We will terrorize your family.
The libraries act like ice. They're just they break in to get their stuff back. They see someone walking with a book, and they're like, give us that book.
Give that. That's mine now. I do want to fund libraries more, but I didn't think this would be the direction that we would end up going.
Hey, modern problems call for modern solutions.
I guess.
Yeah, if they catch you with the book out in public, they disappear the book. They leave you, and they give you like a little receipt, but they disappear the book.
Where the crawdads sing? I don't think so. It's gone. Just
give me that book.
Catcher in the Rye. Think again.
You've had this copy of Ladder 49 for 6 months. Nice try, sir. 49. Pulling books out of my ass now.
Wonderful.
We do have David here. So we're gonna do our normal stuff. At the end of the show, we're gonna do a new segment. We're gonna let the guest rant. David, I've seen him on Blue Sky. He's going off on Blue Sky. I was like, you know what? No, he needs to verbalize this. It's not enough just to type it out. He needs to verbalize everything. So anytime we have a guest on now and they haven't been on in a while, we're gonna let them go off on the last segment.
I love it.
Some might say this is me being lazy with creating the last segment. I say, fuck you, you're on to me. No, I think it's fun to let guests loose, especially returning guests.
Yeah, and I did ask Nick. I said, "Oh, gaming related, or is this like an open group therapy time?" And he was like, "Take it however you want." And I was like, "Great." As someone who used to facilitate group, there's nothing scarier than open group. Always have a game plan because you never know what's going to come out of a motherfucker's mouth at this point in time, and you're in for it. You're in for it.
Oh, no.
If there's anything that Nick can edit that I say, we can edit everything that you say.
I've unleashed the beast. Hey, I don't edit. This is gaming's laziest podcast. You think I edit anything out?
No.
Only if I say something very controversial. You're like, Josh,
Josh, no.
You can't say that within the first 5 minutes.
No, YouTube's algorithm. Fuck YouTube's algorithm. Like you can apparently curse now. Every channel that like split off to like do like, because like Dead Meat's a channel I like, and they split off to do their podcast on one thing. Cat just knocked down a controller. Their podcast on one channel, and then their kill counts on another because the algorithm was getting confused. And then recently all of them were like, hey, we're going back to everything on one channel because the algorithm doesn't seem to care anymore. So I've never been the one where it's like, we need to do something to the whim of YouTube, because that whim seems to change like as much as the wind direction.
Genuinely, you really just have to rely on people being horny. Like that's the only way that I get new listeners, is just show a little ankle.
Hence the 3 feet episodes that we have.
Exactly. Exactly.
Before I do our show chores, David, what was the name of that horror themed podcast?
Yeah, it's called Fear Coded. And what we do is we take any of these media and we talk about how gay everything is in them. And so instead of a villain being queer coded, we are doing everything fear coded.
I like it. I caught the pun late. I was like, oh, they got me.
That's what it is. That's what it is. And truly and honestly, even if you aren't a horror girly, there's something to enjoy in there. I think about it as a comedy podcast where we also do some literary analysis. I feel like my two co-hosts feel like it's a literary analysis podcast where they have to put up with me. And that's the price of doing business.
Look, when you have 3 mics, one of them's gonna be a wild card.
That's who I am. That's what I'm here for.
There's always a hot mic.
Always a hot mic. It happens.
Also a hot David, apparently.
Yeah, well, listen.
In the
Depends on the day.
In the god awful Kill Tony era, there was always a hot mic. I don't mean to evoke Tony Hinchcliffe. I'm gonna put that demon back in the box. Let's do our podcast chores real quick, and then we'll get into the episode. Smashing Game Time is wherever you find your podcast. We're on Apple, Spotify, YouTube Podcast, and YouTube proper, where we have a video version. You can see our lovely faces, including David's. It's back.
Here I am.
Get it while it's here.
Arguably the best looking face we have, and there are 3 of us.
The beard looks amazing.
Thank you.
Forgot how amazing the beard looks. It's a really good beard, especially with how
he's got the trifecta. He's got the trifecta going on. He's got the voice. He's got the beard. He's got the. I mean, literally.
And he's killing them glasses. He's killing them glasses.
I feel like I have to be Charlie's uncle, and like I don't like my hands. Will you put your hands over my hands? Just put your face over my face.
Yes.
Oh, where were we? Oh, the algorithm. We don't fuck with the algorithm. That's right. Yes. Fuck the algorithm. Tell a friend.
Fuck the algorithm.
Smashing Game Time is a word of mouth podcast. So get those words out your mouth into people's ears.
Work those meat bags.
Work those meat bags. That's it. Those are our chores. That's it. SmashingGameTime.com. That's where the podcast is. I guess we could start plugging the website up top too. I guess. Why not?
Sure.
Why the F not? We've got a handful of games here. David is the guest. Let's let David go first.
Okay. Well, I first want to say that when Nick reached out, he said, I'd love to have you on. I was like, fuck, all I've been playing is Balatro. I have to play other games if I'm going to come on and talk about video games. Like I cannot show up here and be like, well, I've been playing Balatro. We did record an episode of us talking about playing Balatro for the Fear Coded podcast. I don't necessarily think about Balatro as a horror game, but it was horrifying to look at the stats of how long I have played it. So it gave a good hour of bonus content that we are releasing this week, just for fun talking about Balatro.
Well, it's one of those. One of those games that you're like, all right, one run, and then you get really close.
Sure.
And you're like, all right, that was a short enough time.
Just
I can do another one.
Sure. Yeah. And then by then I'm like, well, I'm gonna win. So I dump if I'm not winning in the first ante or two. So then it's like a deep pit. I will also say Balatro, one of the only games that is really helping me with air travel, because as soon as I get into like the space casino music, I don't think about anything else. I only think about numbers. It's a perfect world to me.
Are you rocking the headphones? Are you playing on Switch or are you playing on Steam Deck?
On the plane, I'm playing on my phone.
Okay, all right. I forgot it's mobile.
Phone game on the phone, or phone game on the run. Otherwise, I played on the PS5 because it was, free on PlayStation Plus. But I almost exclusively play PlayStation games on my laptop while my husband watches something on TV. Like I'm streaming from my PlayStation that is connected to the TV through like a shitty Wi-Fi connection to my computer, but it kind of doesn't matter because of what I'm playing.
I forgot you can do that.
Which is
that's
Balatro.
Yeah, and just the thought of someone having the big screen dedicated to Balatro just makes me sick.
Agreed. That's not its space. That's not the right thing.
We don't need this on the 80-inch. You can play this on the Asus over here.
You definitely need it on the 80. You got to be able to see all its glory.
No, it's too much.
And 4K at that.
It's too much, Josh. It's too much.
We don't have to do this. How many wins do you have? Because I've never won.
Oh, I've won a ton. Just a ton. I'm like 70% of the way to platinuming the game. Like I've now a commitment to get the PlayStation Platinum trophy, which is an insane decision that I've made.
Every once in a while there's just a game where you're like, yeah, like I beat it, but I'm so close, I might as well just keep going.
Yeah. So, okay, well, I failed at my task, which was to not talk about Balatro coming on here. And I told my husband, like, oh, I'm going to be on a gaming podcast. I have to buy some video games. That's what it is. Like, what's red flags for my relationship that this is what it took. But I picked up this is the thing, I can't remember the name of this game to save my fucking life, but the Final Fantasy Tactics remaster, remake, whatever we're calling this, that took the script from the PSP War of the Lions, did some visual overhauls, did a little bit of quality of life improvements, and re-released.
Voice acting into it, yep.
Great voice acting. I was so nervous about putting this in because I have such a high memory and expectation of Final Fantasy Tactics, but this has blown me away, and I have had a blast with this.
The Ivalice Chronicles.
Thank you. Yes.
I had to look it up too because I'm like, yeah, they've had like 3 or 4 different reiterations of it, and all of them have different, like, to the point where it's like, okay, great, you have a remake of it, that's great, and then they're like, okay, yeah, everything that we added for War of the Lions, we're gonna remove. And it's like, well, what the fuck? What's the point?
Except the script repairs, which was critical.
Right.
What is an Ivalice?
Some of the other stuff they added to it is like, oh, great, yeah, you're going to bring that in. No, we took that part out. It's like,
yeah.
What are you doing?
So wait, is it a remaster of the original? So it's a remaster of the PSP version, which was a remaster of the PlayStation version,
No, it's a remaster of the original from the PlayStation, but they kept some of the story plots that was fixed with the PSP / smartphone.
So this has nothing to do with the GBA reimagining. What was that? That was
Advanced
Tactics Advance.
No, that's a whole nother. It's a whole other one.
That's a desert island game. You could just sit there forever with that. But there's no like meaningful story the way that there is this like deep, weird political and then disc 3 crazy plot with Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yes.
Disc 3 crazy plot. This is the one with the meme where what doesn't he say something like what's the crime, eating bread or something? I forget the exact line.
It's wild. A lot of words get put in Wygraff's mouth, and he didn't say any of them. So if you ever see a character from this series saying something political, there's politics in this, and that sentiment is represented, but those words are never spoken by that character in this game. Yeah, but I love that it's a mouthpiece for communist ideology. Yes, absolutely.
David, what are you talking about? Games were apolitical until BioShock Infinite's terrible. BioShock Infinite brought politics into gaming, and we haven't been able to recover from it.
And it just hit politics over the head with a skyhook over and over again. poor Bioshock Infinite. Just wow, what a sad man's game.
Racism is bad, but also being not racist is bad.
Is also bad. Everything's bad.
Everything's bad. My read on it, not to get into the Bioshock Infinite. I mean, it's all these. It's saying it's infinite. Whatever. I'm not gonna be clipped. They're not gonna clip me saying something out of context.
Oh, it's too late. It's already done.
Josh is writing down the timestamp. All right, start here. Go here.
Question mark.
How far into this Final Fantasy Aveos, Josh? What was the word you said?
The Ivalice Chronicles.
The Ivalice Chronicle. How far into it are you?
I'm in chapter 3, so I'm probably looking at halfway through the story, but I have fucked around a fair bit to like max out my characters, because that's also bringing me a level of joy. And when I can't enjoy the story because the television is tuned to, I don't know, fucking Selling Sunset on Netflix, and I've got to live in a safer world on my little laptop over here. All I'm doing is random battles and stuff. I'm not trying to experience this like exceptional voice acting that's played through the shitty stream coming from my PS5 to my Mac. Like, I don't need that.
Now I gotta ask though, what's your favorite job?
You know, I mean, I make my boy Ramza a monk, and that does seem to somehow is like a universal experience. And I think it's because he has cute little fists, and monks punch with their fists. And in chapter 5, like his butt's out of his armor, and like, I don't know, like he looks like a monk. But no, I've got a couple folks who have built up to be calculators who have switched back into their mage jobs. I'm like, I don't think I'm a min-max gamer, but I played Final Fantasy Tactics, the original, at a time in my life when min-maxing was more appealing to me. And so it's like my default setting is to like go in and figure things out.
See, my thing was, there was just something cool about being a monk. Like, you can wear bare anything, like just minimum armor in general, and you can still go over there and kick axe, especially when it came to Gaffigan, yeah. He's such a pain in the ass if you don't have the right equipment. Yeah. So it's like, oh, monk, I can heal myself. I can hit him with wave fist. And honestly, if I get close enough and my stats are just good enough, I can doom fist him to fucking hell.
Yeah. That's the correct way to play, and not, gain 20 levels and just steal all of his equipment and like gain experience by like throwing stones at him. That's
although
a different way to play.
I will admit, for being one of the few characters I actually wanted because I love his abilities, I'm like, why can't I charm him? I just want to take him. I just want to take him.
Hey, listen, I also have a daddy thing, Josh, so I understand.
I can't help it. I mean, I know I have daddy issues, but it's like, damn, he has a point, damn it.
He does have a point. We're mercenaries. So I don't know, Nick, obviously it's a recommend for me if you would ever like to check it out. Sort of a great bones of a game, and this might be the best version of it.
Look, I'm a one Final Fantasy guy, and I've already pledged my allegiance to Final Fantasy VIII just because it's the most CW of the Final Fantasies. So I'm gonna stick with it.
Tactics doesn't have a card game, so hey, listen, you put Balatro in a video game, I'm there.
You've already knocked it down a point off the review scale for me. No card game? You have an RPG with no card game?
But you can get Cloud.
It's fine.
I know you don't care.
You could get him in Kingdom Hearts also, and I didn't like that one either.
You can't technically get him. You could.
He's there.
He's there. Well, so is Squall. I'm sorry, it's Leon. Leon's there too.
Well, we call him Squall in my household.
Wow.
The audacity.
We still call her Eris. We know her name.
We know who our people are.
We know her name was mixed up the first time they took the name
localized.
And localized it. We know it was messed up. We don't care. Not here. But no, it's Squall, Josh. Leonhardt. Oof.
I don't think they call him Leonhardt. I think they just call him Leon.
Oh,
Leonhardt.
There's only one Leon in gaming.
Yes.
Then he's busy in a village in Europe shooting up bugs.
Well, technically, no. He's already done doing that.
But okay, he was protecting the president and doing very bad in Resident Evil 6.
Oh,
Has he?
oh.
He hasn't done that. He hasn't done anything since 6. We could go off. We can do this all day, but we're gonna get to David's next game, Pokémon Z-A.
Yes. Yeah, I've been playing this Pokemon Legends Z-A that recently came out. If folks are familiar with the Legends Arceus game, this is sort of the spiritual successor to that, except that you're not teleported into the past. You're just like walking around Paris, and I don't know. It's great. It's got a little bit of real time combat that is very different for the series, which is fun and sort of a different way of looking at the Pokemon formula. But genuinely and honestly, this game is about walking around a city and picking up trash until you pick up enough trash that you can buy a new hat. And that's all I'm doing to play it. There are Pokemon there too, I guess.
Look,
Now, I have to ask, because there's two questions come to mind from all the things I've heard. First being, someone noted that this is basically Pokemon meets The Purge.
You're not wrong, because every night there's a section of town that becomes a battle zone and anyone can fight you to the death. And that is that. I mean, you do wake up in a Pokemon Center because it's a game for children.
Yeah.
But it's surprisingly like macabre in that way, and I could see that being sold as The Purge. That's a really fair analysis.
The second comment I've heard and made myself is, it's a little for being Nintendo's like bread and butter next to like Legend of Zelda, Mario, where they spent hundreds of millions of dollars developing their latest games.
Yeah.
Pokemon Z-A only got like 13 million in production.
Yeah. And it looks that way, but what do I care? Because I'm in Pokemon Paris, and there's little twinkling items on the ground. And the moment I find one, there's another one I can walk to, and I will do that for literal hours. I will just walk around fake Paris and pick up trash.
Animal Crossing meets Pokemon.
Genuinely.
Does the game have or is the clock in sync with our clock? So if it's night where you're at, it's night in the game.
It is not. It has its own little cycle that it runs through. Otherwise, like, what if you... This is the problem with Animal Crossing. I do love Animal Crossing, but girls, sometimes I only have time to play at 11 p.m. and I need to catch a fucking fish that only shows up at 1 p.m. on a rainy day. And I can't have any more of that in my life. I just can't have any more of that in my life.
That's the great thing about the newest one, is that you can just trade somebody for it.
That's true.
Look,
That's true.
David, you
That's
go
true.
into your console system and change the clock like the rest of us when you can't play at a you just gotta go in and adjust your GameCube and change the time.
Yeah, Mr. Rossetti. Yeah,
I do miss I think it was only the second generation and third generation Pokemon that did the time stuff. They haven't done it in a while, right?
Yeah. It showed back up when they re-released 3 or the third gen Ruby. What was it? Alpha Ruby, Omega Ruby,
Omega Sapphire.
Yeah, that's the ones. Yeah, and that was great because that was like, wow, I've got the conveniences of an automatically sorting inventory, and I don't have to go back to a Game Boy Advance game where I have to manually sort my inventory, which now feels like the most grueling thing I've ever had to do in gaming. And I still have all the things that I love about this game. That is the only Pokemon game in which I completed the Pokedex, was Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire.
Was that the first one? That was the first one with ribbons, right? Where they did like Pokemon beauty shows.
Yeah, I love it. I love a little contest.
Yeah, I appreciate it anytime that series was like, okay, we're gonna try and do something away from the battles. So like the bug catching and Gold and Silver was always fun because it's sort of battles, but it's like a smaller
Different.
safari zone for people that don't want to like run around this giant map.
Yeah.
I still like the idea of Ruby, or not Ruby and Sapphire. It was Gold and Silver. Hey, we're going to explain, but not really explain, how Pokemon are made.
Yeah.
Put your 2 Pokemon in this daycare for a couple hours and come back, and maybe you'll see what happens.
Hey, your Ditto is a freak.
Hey, listen. Ditto.
Look, your Ditto is down. He's down. They're down.
DTF. Get in. Make it happen.
You got a Miltank? Bring that Miltank over here. That Ditto don't care.
Listen. Me neither.
So you're liking Z-A.
I'm liking Z-A. I'm liking Z-A a lot. I mean, it's hard to like justify dropping. I don't feel like I ever pay full price for games. So it feels weird to drop full price for a Pokemon game, but like that will never go on sale. It simply will never go on sale. I got the cart despite answering a Nintendo survey that was like, would you mind if we never developed carts again? And I was like, the fuck I would. So I feel like I lose every sort of employment opportunity I've ever had. I've got like 18 Pokemon game cartridges that should feed me for like a month and a half. These things like never lose value.
Right. No. Just, you buy one and then you buy a second one and leave it sealed up in a corner.
Truly, that's what I should have done.
I've got a sealed Metroid Prime HD over here that I'm like, should I open that? I don't know.
I do as well.
Because I bought it. I bought it with the intention of playing it, and I was like, I'm gonna play that game. And I just haven't gotten the time. It's been 3 years, 3 or 2 years. Yeah. It's been a while.
That's what maybe got my two holy grails right now here.
Show me now.
Oh, he's got the physical media. What is that?
I love it.
Super Mario.
Oh 30th, shit! Nice.
Still sealed.
Yeah, keep that one sealed.
Yeah,
Nintendo.
That was like I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Nintendo is stingy as fuck with those.
Oh, dude, I know. This other one was like it was on sale for $10 when I saw it on Woot, and I was like, yeah, I'll buy it because I already have it, but it's gonna be worth something eventually. Persona 5 Royal Edition.
Wait, you bought this
in box sealed?
That's a nice box. Wait, you bought this off a website called Woot?
Woot, yeah, it's Woot. It's like Amazon's like, hey, we have all this extra stock and it's not selling on Amazon, so we're gonna put it on a discounted price over here.
Woot, WOOT.
Yes.
What a strange name for a website. Okay.
It is.
Didn't they started as like a weird t-shirt company and then they got bought by Amazon?
Yep. And then Amazon's like, hey, we're gonna sell our unwanted clothes, and they're like, oh, it's actually doing really well over here. Okay, let's start. And they started expanding, and eventually now they're doing like electronics, video games, and I'm like, yeah. Every once in a while, Nick, that's where I got my How the Grinch Stole Christmas game.
Fuck you. We're not talking about that game.
You're welcome.
David, you're also playing something called Uninvited, which sounds like a spooky game.
It does. We are covering kids horror all November long, and so I pitched another video game for us, a game that I played when I was a child, called Uninvited. It was a port of the original Mac adventure game in 1986 that got ported to the NES in 1991, where you have to investigate a big spooky house. It definitely works as children's horror because it terrified me as a child. It did not terrify me as an adult, except for how stupidly impossible the puzzles were to solve. This is like some old school had to have a Nintendo Power adventure game situation. Nobody could figure this out.
Yeah, it kind of looks a little spooky. I think it's on
ghosts
Steam.
In it. You know, they released the Mac Adventure games on Steam, and there's an Uninvited 2 coming out. I don't know if it's later this year or early next year. That that is a follow-up that is, what is that, 40 years after the first game was released. Kind of fucking incredible. I really am happy about it.
Everything old is new again, you know? There's like an action, I think it was like an Intellivision game, Flashpoint or Flashbreak or whatever it was called, and they just put the second one out. Now, it was terrible. It was bad, and everyone's like, you should just go play the first one. It's on Steam. But hey, 30 plus years, here we were. Sequel time, baby.
Yeah. I forced us into the port because the NES port added music, and I've played the Mac Adventure that was released on Steam, and it's a little tricky to play this game silent, just because I'm used to there being like a spooky soundtrack that's happening.
You just got to get the Spotify spooky soundtrack going in the background.
Well, we're done with that. October's over. I'm done with Halloween. I'm done with scary things, except for the podcast.
It's American
now we need our
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving music.
It's American Thanksgiving. Yeah, Josh. Every year you're like, we need a Thanksgiving anthem. All right.
No, we do. But think about it. I mean, literally, there's nothing other than the Macy's parade. There's nothing people talk about for Thanksgiving. We just go straight to Christmas.
But yeah, the Macy's parade is like an ad for Christmas on Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
It's part of the cycle.
Hey, fuckers, we're almost done with this holiday. On to the next one.
Yeah. Thanksgiving's the biggest fucking fuck you. It's like, hey, be thankful. Now go buy shit, you fucking useless motherfuckers. Go get in line.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
Get in fucking line. You want this cheap
Actually-
Xbox, don't you?
We're actually doing an American Thanksgiving with some other expats who are over here in Spain. We're gonna find all the food. We're gonna make it. It's gonna be real. It's gonna be great.
I'm sure you can find it all. Like what's gonna be the hardest thing to find?
We're gonna have to import, and this is a vanity project, truly and honestly. We're gonna have to import a can of cranberry sauce because it has to be served in can form. I need people to have this memory of home.
They don't have canned.
How close?
Really, that's interesting.
How close is Sweden? Because if IKEA has taught me anything, they have it by the truckloads. Just drive to Sweden.
It's yeah. It would be a drive. There's some mountains that we'd have to go over, but like it's up there. I could get there.
I'm sure there's a tunnel. Just drive through the tunnel. Just don't make any loud noises. You don't need any avalanches.
Yeah.
This does look spooky.
So,
I can see this being a kid's like spooky from like, oh, I was 8 when I played this and it scared the hell out of me. Kind of like watching a scary movie now. And you're like, wow, I thought that was scary back in the day, but now that I'm like intrigued into how it was made, or like just the fact that I'm not an 8-year-old pissing my pants anymore, I'm not scared.
Truly, yeah.
And it's you are a point and click guy. I'm getting point and click vibes from you.
I like to point at things. I'm a pointer. I would be a good dog. I think I would point.
I'm gonna ask you the most haunted question of the episode so far. Have you played Blueprints yet?
I have played Blueprints. Okay. Let's talk Blueprints for a second.
Yes, and then I'm gonna have a few follow-up questions, but I want to hear you go off about Blueprints.
I picked up Blueprints. Maybe it was free on PlayStation. I don't even remember. But that is also a game that I will just idly play while Mike is doing something, and I don't need to pay attention to whatever media we're consuming. Love is Blind. I wish. I really, really enjoy playing Blueprints. I hate Blueprints as a puzzle game because I am colorblind, and it is a desperately hard game to play when you're colorblind. There are a lot of color-based puzzles, but just the vibe of building the house and like walking through and trying to like build every room, that does scratch a weird itch that is like somewhat calming. So I guess if I ever thought about like, if I played Myst like it was like a travelogue adventure game, that's kind of how I'm playing Blueprints.
And they don't have like a colorblind mode to it. Wow.
No, if I played on my Mac, I can, fuck with the display settings on my laptop so that it ramps up contrast for a couple things. But no, like color is very important to the game.
You might be the person to talk to. So we're for Game of the Year. We do our 5 episodes. One of the categories is going to be worst room, or worst blueprint. So nice. you might be the guy to bring on for that category.
I'm ready. I do think it's a brilliant game, and indie developer, I understand like accessibility settings are not like, they're not intuitive, and if you don't do them from the start of design, all you're really left with are these shitty filters that even like AAA companies just shove in at the end, where it's like, what type of colorblind are you? No, girl, when I saw an optometrist who told me I was colorblind, yeah, they gave me one of these protonapia or whatever the fuck these words are. I don't remember that. I was like 3 years old. I was being evaluated because they thought that I was like not fully cognitively developed because I wouldn't put the toys away in the correct bin. Like, my parents were concerned that I had to go to a special school. I don't remember these words. Do I have deuteropano or whatever? No, I don't know. Just say red, green, colorblind. Get the fuck out of here.
Look, I wasn't putting the red blocks in the red toy chest, okay? Fuck you. Get out of here.
The filters are useless. When I turned the filters on for Dragon Age, whatever recent Dragon Age came out, where your budget was millions of dollars and you can't actually think about color design and gameplay. You just threw this filter on the end. The filter made the game look such garbage. And I was like, colorblind people deserve good looking games. You should just don't make your parry system based on a color showing up. Like, give me something else here.
Well, and on top of Blueprints, as you said, it's not that great of a puzzle game. It's more I didn't want to meet the game where it was on its meta game elements of it. Like
Yes.
I want to get to room 46. Like, why are you trying to make me do all this extra stuff? I don't give a shit what my great uncle did. I don't want to
Right.
I don't want to collect all these letters. Like, let me in the fucking room. And then you
Yeah.
get there and they're like, well, you had to flip a switch in this room that you probably didn't get. And it's okay, well, now you're just telling me that this game didn't need to have rogue elements, you fucking assholes.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's that's one that I'm like, will I ever platinum this? Because there are achievements for like beat the game in an hour, beat the game on your first day. And like those are challenging, and I love a good challenging trophy, but those are challenging things to put in a what is essentially a roguelite. Like beat a run on the first time for a roguelite is a really, really high challenge. And I don't know that I would ask somebody to do that for a different roguelite. So it's weird to see it in this puzzle game one.
Well, and then just the glazing. Like, when this game came out, like, it was just being like praised to the mountains. I was like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I like the vibe. I like the fact that you're in a mansion.
Truly.
And it's changing. I like that element of it. But again, I want to feel like I'm making progress, and there's just runs in that game where like, well, that I didn't yield shit that game.
Yeah.
Like I don't have anything. I don't have any items or materials coming with me. I don't have any rooms carrying over. I didn't get the garage open this time around, so I'm fucked. Like that might as well have been a wash. That run might as well have never fucking happened.
Josh, have you fucked with blueprints, or is this vibing for you?
So I've only heard in passing from Nick. I've watched a couple of people play it, and I watched a speed run of it, and I went, "Oh dear Lord!" For some reason, when Nick was telling me about it the first time, I was like thinking to myself, "It must be like a 2D or like a more like a point and click type." And then I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck? Why?" Why? But no, I have to torture myself and play it eventually. Is actually on my list after Expedition, which I was hoping tonight was the night, but then I was like, nope, I have a crying baby. I have to put her to bed. I have to make dinner. And
you do.
I said, well, I guess it's tomorrow.
Yeah, I was very over this game when I got to the mausoleum, and I realized that the information I needed was in like another room in the mansion that I couldn't get because I had run out of
rooms
or whatever resource I'd run out of. And I was like, I'm done. I'm fucking done. I don't care that I'm in the sub basement or whatever. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. Fuck you, Blueprints. You and your fancy name that means blueprints, but it's fuck you. Fuck you.
It's a real thinker. It's a real thinker.
I didn't mean to turn this into a shit on Blueprints hour, but here I am.
Here we are.
Before since we were talking about point and clicks, I have to ask, because the greatest point and click ever to exist ever, we have to know if you played it.
What is it? Yeah,
Scooby-Doo.
I've never played a Scooby-Doo game.
You're talking about the Genesis Scooby-Doo with the.
I am talking about the Genesis Scooby-Doo.
There's the haunted ski lodge and then the haunted carnival. I've kind of been wanting to get back into these because these are really good. They were really good as a kid, and they're spooky. They're spooky.
They are spooky.
Maybe we'll cover these and ask if either of you are available to join us on the podcast and talk about them. Oh, this is like a Scum Engine game.
Yes.
So it's so it's tricky because there's a Scooby-Doo. I think they're both called Scooby-Doo Mystery, but one was Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And one was Sega Genesis. The Super Nintendo one was like a platformer / puzzler. The Genesis one is a point and click, and the Genesis one is the much better game.
That's way
much better.
I actually watched a playthrough of both, and they're both scary. They're both scary in their own right.
That's fun. Yeah, I'll put this on the list. So my two co-hosts are big Scooby-Doo fans. I grew up in the era of Scrappy-Doo, and I made it, and then I sort of fell off with Scooby. So the podcast was my first time watching Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, which is pretty universally loved.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, pretty universally loved. Maybe not my favorite movie.
That's fair.
I'm on edge on when to show it to because my 5-year-old loves Scooby-Doo. Like, he watches What's New Scooby-Doo religiously, which makes me feel old because to us, our What's New Scooby-Doo was Scooby-Doo, Where Are You?
Yes.
And that was about the same timeline. I'm just, fuck me. I'm so old now. Damn it.
Now, the bigger question is, when are you going to introduce him to the Hex Girls?
Well, the Hex Girls, funnily enough, are introduced in what's the series? It's called Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated, which was like 2010.
You're talking about like the cartoon one where it's like they are in a dimension where monsters actually are real.
I don't think they're real, but like it's very Buffy coded, like Monster of the Week. But there's like a big central mystery.
One.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's that one.
And there's like a talking owl.
Monsters are actually real, and it's because there is some dimension thing going on, and they're able to reverse it.
Dimensions big in the 2010s, apparently.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
Josh, you mentioned Expedition 33. Anything new to report on your latest expedition?
I finished all of the feat for Monaco.
Okay. First of all, hold on, time out. David, have you played Expedition 33? We're going to try and avoid spoilers for you.
I have not, but don't worry. I'm not like spoiler averse. I know that it's French. You don't have to hold that back from me.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know it's sad then.
I do know it's sad. I know it's French. I think I know a lot of the major beats. I'm still excited to experience the game when I go into it. This is something that like everyone has said that you will extremely love this. And I do believe it.
No, I mean, honestly, it is definitely my game of the year. It is blown every, like, I don't care what anybody says. Yes, it's a JRPG. I know that's not everybody's beat, but it is so good.
I know.
The writing is there. The fact that they submitted the soundtrack to the Grammys, I mean, that's telling you how good it is.
Yeah.
The I will say, as someone who's not a big fan, like anytime I try a turn-based RPG, I fall off. Like just about anything. Yeah. This got its hooks into me really quickly, and I was like, "Oh, Josh is gonna love this." So I was surprised that I got to it before he did, and then played it all summer. And now that he's going through it, and he's like, "Oh no, this is it." I'm like, "Yeah, I fucking told you. I fucking told you."
You gave up after you finished the game. Like, yeah, I'm done playing this. It's like, I'm doing New Game Plus on the hardest fucking difficulty. I've cried more times than I can count. I'm not even talking about the plot. I'm talking about just the frustration of I fucking carried. I hit that time right, and this motherfucker one hits me even though I have 3 shields. What the fuck?
Well, see, I took those tears that you're feeling for that part of the game and putting that into a different game. But so you got Monaco's feet. You said you were in Act 3 last week. Did you beat all the side bosses? Did you beat Simon yet? That's the real question.
I did not beat Simon yet. So I beat his first form, and I was like, yeah. And the second form came out, and his second form said, okay, we're gonna have you bend over and spread your cheeks. And I said, okay.
Are you trying to cheese it? You can cheese it. There's no shame.
I to this point, I think I have to because he one hits me no matter what I do.
Well, and there's also that bullshit when you get him down to like 1/16 of his health, or I forget however much it is. He like disappears your first party. And so if he's on your second party, when he gets there, he just disappears your second party, and game's over.
Yeah, I've learned why he is the true final boss in the game, and I said, I kind of wish I played it and beat him in the first playthrough. So the fact that I saved him for the second made it even harder.
Yeah, those parries were tough.
So much health.
Time, yeah.
Well, the first parries were like, okay, like, oh, I figured it out. It's fine. Then he has a fucking after image for his second form, and I said, why? Why?
You just got to feed my L. You got to get her virtual, so you just got to do that.
I'm learning that very quickly because just giving her what I have her now, she only does like a quarter of his health doing the Steino.
Yeah,
I said,
you just got to keep feeding it. You got to keep feeding it. I can send you the guide I used.
It's probably the same guide I've looked up and said I'm probably gonna have to do this because I said at one point, I said, screw it, I'm done fighting him. I'm just gonna go do everything else. So I started fighting the rest of the Pictos that they recommend, and I was like, oh, I'm just now getting auto death. I'm just now getting the break one where when you die, it automatically brings up the charge for breaking.
You're right. You're where I was with it because I was getting frustrated. It was the last thing I needed to do before I could like finish the game. I was like, no, I'm beating this guy, and I just got to a point where I was like, I need to cheese it now. I don't care.
Yeah, I keep telling myself, I'm like, there's so much more I can do. I'm like, no matter what, I have to do it because beating him's the trophy, and if I want to get that fucking journal, I have to beat him. So it's like, no matter what, I am forced to find them because that's 2 trophies that I would miss if I don't do it, and I'm 100%ing this.
I will say save it before you pick up that journal, because I do think that achievement or that trophy is bugged. Because I have all the journals and it didn't pop for me. And I know, like, I didn't care. I was like, oh, whatever. But I know you.
I'll fucking lose my mind.
I will march with you to the headquarters of France, and
the audacity.
We'll take them down.
Are you sure you're not still incorporated with Ubisoft? You sick fucks.
So you beat
this is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood all over again. God damn it!
Oh no!
So you beat Clea. Have you beat Alyssa?
Yes.
Okay, so you're basically done with everything except for Simon.
Simon's the last of the optional bosses, and then it's collecting the journals. And I think from there, that's pretty much it. All I have left for those, and then of course just doing the other thing at the end.
Yeah, making the decision. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. All right. We'll check back in. Hopefully before Game of the Year.
No, there is no hopefully. I have a wedding on Friday. More than likely, this is gonna be Andy's first wedding since she's been not pregnant, so she's gonna get drunk really quickly, which means we go home. Baby's at the in-laws. Andy's passed out in bed with French fries in her mouth still, and I'm sitting there finishing Simon. I'm gonna make him my little bitch. I'm sorry. Let me clean it up. I'm gonna make him my pretty little girlfriend.
Stop it. Stop. You're done.
And and then I'm gonna have to look through all the journals. And then once it's all said and done, I gotta say, Josh, who was the best expedition? I still think it's gonna be the ones who utilize the carousels as vehicles.
That's another category we're doing. We're taking all the journals and we're gonna pick the best 3 expeditions.
Yes.
I like that argument. Because I think people think it's gonna be the expedition that are like the strong guys that like swim in the ocean. I think that was 60 or whatever. No.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna get to the ingenuity, the ones who are very ingenuic with all of their vehicles. The ones I think we should do like which ones we feel bad for. Like I feel really bad for the ones who used the hot air balloons, didn't realize there was a barrier to the monolith, and then ran into it and died.
See, now that's just sad. But
that's what I'm saying.
I agree with the technological
memorable,
ones.
but are they the best? Yeah, I don't know.
They're
definitely.
Because I'm thinking of like the expedition that put up all the like the slots where you can grapple.
Yep.
I'm like those guys had to like climb up there and do those are the real MVPs. But we'll save that for Game of the Year. Josh, anything else on Expedition 33?
We're almost there, guys.
Almost there.
Well, hey, for those who come after, I've got a few games here. I am playing on the beach still. I got to episode 3. So I'm playing Death Stranding 2 with my kids. So they like watching Sam Porter Bridges walk, there's a lot of walking. They're like, hey, go over there. Walk through the water, Dad. I'll walk through the water. Hey, that guy coming out of the tar is scary. Yeah, he is. You're right. I should avoid that. And they love it. And then, so I'm like, yeah, this is a good like father-son, father-daughter bonding game. And then, then it gets to the cutscenes and it stops becoming that because people get shot.
It's Kojima cut, baby.
There's a real quick spoilers up top. I mean, this happens in like the opening hours of the game, but your baby dies. And I'm like, oh no. And my wife's just looking at me. She's like, why are you playing this game with our kids? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing this.
I remember
sorry.
the first one being so campy. I don't know what's going on.
And that's the whole thing.
Maybe if I finished the game, I would know what's going on.
Kojima, gameplay wise, very kid friendly. Post Metal Gear, post PT. Kojima cutscenes, not so much. And I will say I'm very disappointed in everybody. I did not see one. What's the girl's name? Quiet's Metal Gear Solid 5. Fragile. Yeah, I did not see one Fragile costume with the hands.
Oh,
I did not see one of those. I'm very disappointed.
That's disappointing.
Very disappointed in all you Halloween dresser uppers. Do better.
Well, that's because everybody was still doing the naked riding.
No, everyone was doing Rob Ferguson from One Battle After Another because it was a $10 costume. And it's lazy. Everyone should have been doing the Eddington costume, which is the Joaquin Phoenix with his mother-in-law and his nurse. It's the sexiest Halloween costume, and you'll never see the pictures. You'll never see the pictures. What an unhinged movie. And Begonia is right up there with it. I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm apparently going to, now that I know I can stream my PS5 down to my PC, I might as well do that because I don't think I should play that with the kids anymore. Especially since
if you're gonna do it with that intensive a game, I'd recommend you hardwire.
Yeah.
So that you cut off that latency.
True.
Yeah.
It's fun to play with them, but then the cutscenes start, and my son was like, "Dad, why are they talking so much?" I was like, "Because Kojima, son, you're learning."
Yeah. This is art, man.
Don't worry, kid. We'll show you Metal Gear 2 in a few years.
That's what you need. You need to get to a stretch where you're just like delivering some packages for a little while.
Yeah.
And then put it on the TV for the kids, because that is good Zen and important for them to see and experience.
Now that I'm in Australia,
I can barely understand. Yeah.
Now that I'm in Australia, I think you're right. It seems like a bit like, because that map opens up and you have that one little corner of Australia, and I'm like, holy shit, that we're gonna be doing all of Australia. Okay, fucking cool. Yeah, it's just, and the reason I wanted to play it with him is because I was like, well, he needs to learn patience, and if I'm playing a game where I'm walking and like having to be methodical about what I'm doing, because he wants to play Astrobot all the time. I'm like, I can't do Astro. Like, I love Astrobot. It's cute, but like, it's just so fast and like platformers, man. It's a nostalgia thing.
Yeah.
None of this mean none of these characters mean anything to you, and that's fine. But to me, I look at the Astrobot games and I'm like, oh, you're a fucking ad. Get this fucking ad out of my system right now.
You know where you messed up though. You messed up by showing him Super Meat Boy.
He loves Super Meat Boy, and I'm not.
I know, but you're like, oh, I can't keep doing platforms. Nick, you showed him the most fastest platformer you possibly could. You introduced that demon.
And you know, I think that's how I found out about Death. He's like, hey, he died. I was like, no, he's a little piece of meat. He can't die. He can't die, buddy. But he went into the buzzsaw. Yes, you and I would die if we went into a buzzsaw, but not Meat Boy.
Not Meat Boy. He's Super Meat Boy.
He's Super Meat Boy, soon to be 3D. Other than that, I did pop onto Fortnite last night, played some of the Simpsons mini season, which is great. It feels like good old Fortnite.
That's cool.
That's cool. It's a smaller map. They're going to be doing that until, I guess, Christmas time. And it's a good map. It's a good little map. Player count is down to 80, I guess, just because it's a smaller map. I guess 100 gets a little crowded. It's sweaty right now, so if you're looking to go get some Vic Royales, it's probably not going to happen right away. Give it a little bit of time. I did get to the Simpsons house. There wasn't a button for me to sit on the couch for some reason, but I'm going to try that again later and see if it'll let me sit on the couch.
That'd be awesome.
It would be sweet. And you know, there's all the locales. I went to the fucking Homer's work. I went to Moe's. I went to, you name it, I was there. And it's like crazy. This is Springfield. You fly through letters at the beginning of the game, like
that's
it's
great.
The opening credits of The Simpsons. So
I haven't touched Fortnite in maybe 10 years. I when it first came out, I tried it and I was like, I have to throw my computer into the trash like Ron Swanson. Like this would own my life.
Wait a minute. Are we talking
to be 10 years?
Are we talking OG? You know, it's supposed to be a defense
save the world
wave game.
It was already a battle royale whenever we experienced it. I remember it was our second apartment in Denver. That's why I think that maybe 8 years.
It was like 2017, 2018, around there. Yeah.
Yeah. My husband's like best friend from kindergarten also had moved to Denver, and her kids came over, and we were like, we have a gaming PC, just download whatever you want. And the young boy put on Fortnite and was like, oh, I'm done playing this. I'm not having fun. You should try it. And I did try it, and I felt the nerves from my fingers sending signals to the prefrontal part of my brain. And that's what terrified me. I knew that I could sit. I was terrible at it. But I knew that I would sit there and continue to play it until I no longer craved food or drink or women. Like it would be all I ever did again.
I knew. I don't know if you could tell. I'm still very salty from pre-ordering a game that Nick said, yes, you totally need to pre-order it. It's going to be so good. for the really part that people talk about is the free part of it.
I got it. Yeah.
Josh, we all make mistakes. I kickstarted a game for $100 that was free to play. We've all been there. We've all been there.
That was just punishment for you for torturing me and telling me, yeah, get the most expensive edition. It's gonna be worth it.
This is when I was still a gamer.
For me, only play the first 3 missions and go, oh my god, I wasted $150 on a game.
This is back when I was still a gamer. I'm sorry, but no, it feels like good old Fortnite. And you know what? I was a PUBG guy when it came out, and I think what made me make the change to Fortnite is you didn't mess with body armor. You had the chug potions, you had your force field. You weren't equipping stuff. I was like, no, this is more simple. Like, yeah, that other one feels more tactical, but I felt whenever I was playing PUBG, I was hiding. Whereas when I'm playing Fortnite, I'm like, no, I'm gonna run around and see what kind of trouble I can get into. Oh, I can fish over here. Let me catch some fucking fish. Oh, there's a mission over here. Let me do that real quick and get some XP so I can finish my thing. Whereas PUBG is just like you're in a corner of a room and you're like, what was that? What was that? Oh my god, what was that? Oh my god, something's going.
We lost you.
No.
Oh, you can hear him?
I'm here. We're all here.
We're all here.
No, I meant Nick. It sounded like his voice cut off, and I was like, I don't hear him anymore.
I was ASMRing, as the kids call it. Let me get to my.
He was having like a pensive moment.
Let me get to my last game, Silksong. I'm in the middle of Act 2. I beat the what are they called? They're like called the Cogwork Dancers, which is like a beautiful boss fight because there's 2 of them and they're just dancing around the map, and they meet in the middle eventually and like do like a little waltz together, and then you kill one and the other one's still dancing like it has a partner. It's like becomes this sad thing. You're like, oh, well, now I have to put you out of your misery because I killed the other one.
Yes.
So I'm through there. So Act 2 takes place mainly in the Citadel, which is this big area. It changes a lot of things. Like it changes how you fast travel. It changes how you get maps, because most of your maps you're buying from a merchant in the first act, and now it changes it up. It's like, oh hey, this is a little thing that like gives you a map for 80 beads, and yeah, man, that game is very unforgiving when it comes to its currency. You know, and there's Catholicism written all over this game. It makes me, as I'm playing it, I'm like, man, I should really go back and play those blasphemous games. I should really go check those out because people love those. And I'm really vibing with the theology that's being explored in Silksong. I even read like a think piece on Reddit, which I never fucking do because
dangerous.
Reddit tends to get up its ass, but no, someone wrote a think piece about like Silksong and what it has to say about like feminism and being the role of a mother.
Oh.
And I was like, oh wow, this is a really well thought out piece on Reddit.
You must be in the good part of Reddit because I keep seeing nothing but very borderline Rule 34 of.
Oh, okay.
Well, in the world of ChatGPT, that the future is building everything.
Oh my god.
34. Everything. I'm slowly getting through Silksong. I have 20 hours in it right now. I'm hoping to be done. I'm hoping to be done soon. I want to be done because I got some other game. I want to check out The Keeper, which I still have Game Pass for another month. I want to check that out. Anytime Double Fine does something, I'm like, I'm gonna at least take a look at it. Still got to get back to Avowed. Still need to beat On the Beach. Got a lot to do before Game of the Year.
And are you enjoying Silksong? As I do note that it does seem to be a little bit of a mixed bag for folks, but it looks really fun.
So I hated Hollow Knight. I couldn't get into it. I was also in a weird place where I was like, I can't do another Metroidvania or a Souls-like or whatever. This is gelling. Like the I forget the character. I think she's the Hornet or whatever her name is. Someone's. I was gonna say if I'm wrong, someone who loves it is like, you're fucking idiot. You don't fucking know her name. No.
Hey, listen. Engagement is engagement, Nick.
The movement in that game feels great. I almost think like it would make me hate the original Hollow Knight even more than I already do. But also part of me is like, you know what, I should probably go back and try to give Hollow Knight a fair shake because I've been shitting on that game for the better part of almost 10 years. So
yeah,
I don't know. I picked it up 3 separate times. I've still yet to finish it. It's just, to me, it's like it's a very daunting game and there's no direction.
Yeah.
I think that's
So
me
like, unless you know what you're doing, it's impossible.
That's me with any Metroidvania though. It's like I get into the
No,
mind
but
of
like
like,
most
oh,
cases,
I'm gonna have to backtrack. I don't want to do that. Like, I'm good. Get me out of here. Like, let me go play a game that doesn't want to waste my time with backtracking. And that's just where I'm at the ripe
I
old age
think
of
it's
33.
I think it's my biggest beef with it though is the map. I think it's because unless you have the compass on to show where you're at, you have to use the markers, and I hate using the markers.
Once you get the compass though, it becomes like you're fine. Because that was something starting Silksong that I was worried about. Because I remember Hollow Knight, I was like, man, it was hard keeping track of where I was at all times. But this game, you get your maps and you get your compass very early as long as you're saving your beads. And you're like, okay, I know where I'm at. I know where I'm going. This is not an issue. But you know there's sick fucks out there that play without the maps and the compasses. You know they're doing that shit.
Oh yeah, those people are called speed gamers.
Me. It's me.
And they'll take a game that takes 15 hours to beat, and they'll be like, "Yeah, watch me like destroy your childhoods and play this game in like 2 hours." And you're like, "You're a fucking asshole."
So I won't do that, but I did play Hollow Knight without extensive use of the map or compass, because I grew up playing MUDs on Telnet, and I just have a very good mind for mapping video games, and the only game that has used that capacity is Hollow Knight. And I was like,
that's fair.
This is fun. This is like playing a Telnet game.
You were sitting there doodling the map into your doodle book. I'm like, okay, I went up. Here's this L-shaped room I'm in. I'm drawing this.
North, north, east, east, north, northwest. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing here.
I'm gonna be sick. Let's
this might be David's last episode.
I don't think we're gonna have him back. Let's get into the news. Josh, you got some news for us?
I certainly do.
Read all about it. Latest football scores. Morning paper. Morning Star. Paper, mister?
It's time for old news.
Rockstar accused of firing over 30 union members in calculated attack on workers.
Yeah.
This is a game developer article written by Chris Kerr.
To quote Dave Chappelle from the Chappelle Show, the episode where they're talking about David Blake. Yeah, Rockstar did that shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. With the accusations of the AI being used to this game, these layoffs, like, has Rockstar lost the plot? Like, I feel like I'm just not even considering GTA 6 on spec.
Well, and the story coming out of Rockstar for the better part of the last 5 years is that it's a better place to work. The houses are both houses are out of there, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure who's there anymore, but it sounds like overall it's been a better place to work. But I think just in general, I think this is just the game industry in general that it just sucks. Like, someone says union and then someone catches wind of that and they're like, all right, we gotta start clearing people out of here. We gotta find cause. We gotta find cause. Get them out of here. Or they don't even find cause, I guess.
Bad business.
I don't know.
No, they have their cause. They're just trying to get them out of there as cleanly and as softly as possible. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not going to hurt their bottom dollar. People are still going to buy it, but it's like, I hope not. I don't want to encourage this kind of shit. And I'm not, people who are like, oh, GTA 6, they're not there for the plot. They're not there for the story. They're going to be there for the multiplayer. That's the only reason why GTA 5 was so successful.
People are gonna buy this. And there was actually a story about some canceled GTA 5 like single player DLC that never came to fruition that I think actually just came out today. But yeah, multiplayer is more of where it's at. People are gonna buy this. I say the general strike that we've all been thinking about in the back of our head should just be the day GTA 6 comes out.
Just do it. Just do it.
Just stick it to the man, everybody. If it doesn't matter if you're out on the picket line or if you're playing GTA 6, we're all in this together. Because people are going to take that day off anyway. What is May 26th? Is that a Friday? Let's see.
I hope so. I hope that it is.
It is a Tuesday. Wow.
Oh, okay.
A Tuesday release? What is this, 2004?
Does it say May 26th?
I'm pretty sure it's 5/26.
I see
26.
May 2026.
Is it May 20? Well, that's a Wednesday, so I mean,
even worse.
Even worse. You would think do it Friday, or maybe they're doing that thing where, hey, if you pay $1,000, you can play it 3 days early.
No, that'll make up for any lost sales.
I don't know, man. I think I think GTA 6. I don't know how the story, because even though like people come to it for the multiplayer, I think the reviews are going to really dig into the single player, and I think the issue going into this is like, how do you satirize America? How do you satirize
Yeah.
America now? Because five was very much the made in America type story, riffing on like things like Heat and just Hollywood in general. And then 4 was the immigrant experience, basically a New York story. And this, I don't know. I don't know GTA 6 what you do that sets it apart. Honestly, I mean,
Yeah.
I hope it's good because
Female
I like it.
protagonist. That's it.
Hey, don't tell Kotaku in action. They're not happy about that.
Yeah, next they're gonna tell me that she doesn't even look like a real woman. She got facial hair.
Oh my god.
If
Get out
the
of here.
lady
Get
the
out of
lady
here.
on this picture, she looks like a lady. Like I don't know. Like
Oh,
Kotaku,
she doesn't shave her armpits. That's not a lady.
I've known
Get
plenty
outta
of
here.
ladies that don't shave their armpits. But Kotaku in action, like they had the Ghost of Yotai protagonist. I'm blanking on her name. They had the character as she was modeled, and then somebody ran it through some shitty AI, and it gave her big old cleavage and
Yep.
like implants and like I was just like, what are you doing? What are we doing? Like, really? Are you a dumb caveman?
Yeah. Yes.
Just
Yeah.
that person's just sitting in their bedroom drawing boobs, not attached to anything, just drawing fucking boobs.
I wish they were. That if you're horny, learn to draw. That is my like main critique about society right now. Not to get, this is not my rant. I won't do my rant now. But like if you want giant tits on things, just learn to draw giant tits. It's surprisingly easy. Circles are one of the first things you learn to draw, and you just put two of those hunkers together, and you're good to go. Stop draining the ocean so that you can like put tits on someone who doesn't need them. Just learn to draw.
My favorite thing is when there's an artist that takes commissions and like someone talks to him, I'm just tired of drawing these naked girls that everybody wants. even comic artists, like they'll get like, because they'll get the blank covers and someone will be like, draw Adam Eve, but her with her feet out. Like, why am I doing this? I'm an artist. I'm a serious artist. Why give me $1,000. All right, I'll draw it.
I went to Juilliard. No, you know what? Yay, horny people. It's the reason we have art in this world. Boo, horny people, cheating the system. Like, learn to draw, learn Photoshop, learn your own stuff. If you want tits.
Look,
That's how to do it.
we're pro smut. Just make sure someone's actually making that smut.
Thank you.
Josh, what do you have next?
Moving on, Arc Raiders Studio is returning loot to players who get hosed by cheaters.
Oh shit.
We're committed to building an environment where gameplay is about skill, teamwork, and fun. This is a PC Gamer article written by Andy Chalk. Yeah. Very much a nice little twist to the how do you stop cheaters? Because let's be honest, it's been a universal question since Counter-Strike, probably even before that, honestly, as far as multiplayer games go. But I like it because it's like, yes, no matter what you do, it's going to be impossible to stop them. But if we can, like, hey, sorry we couldn't stop them, we're going to make it up to you by giving you your shit back. Like, yeah, great. I love hearing that because that's at least an idea towards a solution. Where everybody else is just like, fucking play it. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole reason I quit playing Escape from Tarkov, well, one of the reasons I quit playing Escape from Tarkov was cheaters. You literally spawn in, immediately take 2 steps, and then black screen, and it's, oh yeah, you got headshotted and destroyed by a 9mm pistol with the cheapest ammo possible.
Well, and
fuck me. Okay, well.
In a game where the appeal of the game is the materials or the weapons or the things that you're unlocking by playing the game fairly, when you have cheaters, like, that really diminishes the whole experience. And you're like, oh, why am I chasing after this 5-star gun if this guy with this 2-star gun over here is just going to cheat? So I get that. And I guess Ark is like a more friendlier version of Tarkov, if I'm not mistaken, Josh.
Yeah, essentially. It's more of like a third person, futuristically. Yeah, I mean, I would say it's a little more friendlier version of Escape from Tarkov. And so far, better. I've heard nothing but good things about it. Obviously, Nick, Jake, and Mikey and Matt have all talked about it. It's $40 right now. They're playing it.
They're playing it.
It looks good.
I've seen some clips. It's giving me what's the is it DayZ, where like you just run into random people and you kind of have to hope that they can be trustworthy. Like Friendly
You
Fire,
can,
like
yeah,
you
because
can.
it's because there's PVE and then there's PvP and all that. So yeah, like you could work with people to destroy some of the bigger, like
Mhm.
there's huge mechanized things there. There's floating um, drones and stuff. Obviously, they're salvaging. You're searching through stuff, but of course, I mean, people are the greatest enemies and treasure troves. So it's like, yeah, it's do you work with said person? Do you murder them, take their shit, and run off?
I saw
Wow.
I saw one clip that was it was a guy said, "Hey, we can be friendly. We can be friendly," and like they're just standing there staring at each other for a minute, and the other guy shoots him, and the guy runs away, and the guy we're watching is like screaming, and then he sees the guy's name, and he's got the TTV, so he's like, "He's a fucking streamer," and then
Oh my god.
I guess somebody clipped both guys together because then it cuts to the other guy who's like just fucking with him. But then the guy who shot him, it cuts to him, he's fucking with the guy, but behind him he's got a Blue Lives Matter like thin blue line, and you're just like, I hate these fucking people so much. This is a great clip, but fuck these fucking people.
Wow.
Love it.
Wow. Wow, the rule of law matters for me because I have property worth defending, but others people's property is mine to take. That's pretty keen political analysis of that whole situation.
Hey man, listen, our hearts go out to all those in New York who will be migrating out after tonight's mayoral race
Yes.
results. Ugh.
Yes.
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 Hope is back on the menu, boys.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
But our
I was
creators,
a little nervous going to bed here in Europe. I'm not gonna lie to you, but very very happy waking up for this recording.
you guys are over there.
Yeah,
It's
no, I
like,
think I
what?
saw right. It's
What,
I
Jeff?
think it's right now. People are like, I think it's the whole northern hemisphere. It's like Georgia and Virginia. I think both won as well. And it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's looking a
it's.
little
I
blue.
think it was Greg Abbott's. It was like, yeah, anybody who comes from New York to Texas, yeah, we're just gonna go at 100% tax you.
What
Yeah.
is he a fucking
Not
idiot?
going to Texas.
How do you do that? How do you do that, buddy? How are you gonna do that? It's just like the tariffs on how are you gonna tariff a movie, buddy? How you gonna do that? Huh?
I
People are
don't know.
dumb.
I can't
And they're
send
still
you.
working on it.
I can't send you gifts because I have to pay extra fees to send things to the United States right now.
You
Um,
you guys over in Europe are just like, what is going on over there? I hope they're
What is
okay.
going on over there?
The fuck?
Americans, what's the deal?
Get
Shit.
it together, guys. Josh, what's next?
Moving down the list, the Olympics ends esports plans with Saudi Arabia after just 1 year.
Yeah.
This is a video games chronicle article written by Andy Robinson.
By
Yeah.
the way, I saw this one. And I was like, what the fuck was Saudi Arabia doing that the IOC was like, no, we're good.
yeah. Yeah.
The IOC, just like FIFA, they're very like, we didn't
we'll
we
take your
didn't see
money.
anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's because they saw the what was the group that just bought EA. So they bought EA and they're like, yeah, I think we're gonna have to cut them off, cut them loose right now.
Well, I mean, yeah, with them owning them owning a portion of EA, I think it was a split, right? It wasn't just
It was a split, but I'm just saying, with them
Kushner's
having
in
some
there.
stake in a company that would, let's be honest, they would have a game for sure that would have been.
it would have been all EA stuff.
huge.
It would have been all been
Yeah.
all Madden. They don't have a basketball game. I mean, what is the big
Yet.
esport? I can't even tell you what the big esport is anymore. Is it fighting
I mean, it's
games?
a toss up. I mean, I think Dota 2 is still pretty high up there. Obviously, League of Legends. I think technically Counter Strike 2 is up there as well. I mean, it's tossed up. I wouldn't say there's one definitive. It's still like the big five.
Yeah. I know so little about esports because I really only know about it from like a business David perspective. Like I only know about it for like public health reasons. Because Nick, you're a professional athlete, or not professional athlete. Good lord, you were an athlete in college, right?
Yeah, and
I remember this.
esports were starting
Yeah.
to become a thing. I think my alma mater had gotten a team. I don't know if they still have it. School I work at has a team. At least
Yeah.
I walk past the room where they're supposed to be practicing every day. I don't know if they do or anymore. But
Well, one of the
schools were
things
adding
that I
them.
was was like most encouraged by was that when I was doing therapy for college students, if an athlete ever had a career-ending injury, they like went in. This is like the most obvious thing anyone could ever say. Like they went into like a depressive spiral.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of esports programs, that's where they've recruited people for is folks on otherwise NCAA sports who have either a career or season-ending injury, and they bring them into the esports club. They've got the teamwork stuff. They've got all the like commitment to training. It's just teaching them a different sport, and the outcomes are like fantastic for it, and it makes me really happy. And then I see the like professional world of esports, and it's all this money and this IOC bullshit, and it's like totally detached from that. And it is sort of the exact same of like amateur sport at the collegiate level versus professional sport at the corporate level, and it's a little heartbreaking.
Well, and I imagine, I mean, when it comes to like I imagine the professional leagues practice isn't regulated at all. I imagine guys and girls are pulling hours and hours and hours and hours of gaming, like all-nighters, and it's just like, well, you're going to burn out your athletes. Like you think an NFL player's career is short. Let me tell you about Dota.
These folks, seriously.
Well, I mean, that's just it. When it comes to the professional side, a lot of them, they house together just so they can constantly play together. They'll landline to each other or hardline to each other so they have a better connection, and then they'll all be able to play. And they'll, I can't remember what, there's a documentary about it, especially for like the Counter-Strike groups. I think they said it in their 2017 season, they were averaging about 500 to 600 hours a month.
It's a lot of gaming.
And just practicing. And it's like, there's got to be such thing as too much practice. I mean, 500 to 600 hours averaging? Like, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
And as funny as it was, I think that show from Paramount Plus a few years back, Players, that we talked about religiously, I think it got a lot, like, I think it was pretty accurate to a lot of the stuff that goes on those teams. So yeah, man. Hey, if you were looking forward to some esports stuff at some Olympics, it sounds like that's not moving forward.
And maybe that's about the partner who was at the table. I think more than I think the IOC will find a way to get esports in.
Well, and Saudi Arabia's already said like, we're gonna keep working to make this a thing. It's just not gonna be with the Olympics. It is.
But I do look at it and I'm like, okay, so if Saudi Arabia is out, like, who are you going to? Who has more money? Who has more money? Who can foot this bill? And my thought would be like, athletes from other sports who are looking to get into it. Like, I think like Shaq owns a team. I'm pretty sure. I almost said Kobe owns a team. Kobe did not own a team
yet.
But yeah, like that. I mean, I remember almost 10 years ago, like athletes were scurrying to like own a team. I guess because it was like the easiest path to team ownership, because a lot of those guys look at the NBA teams and they're like, well, I can't afford an NBA team, but I can't afford a league team. Let me go ahead and get that on the books. But I wonder how many folks are still doing that. Might be something to look into. We got one more here, Josh. What you got?
Dispatch has sold over 1 million copies. This is an instant gaming news article written by Theobot. I don't know if you guys have seen any of this at all. It is a storyboard episodic game where you play a former hero who is turned into a dispatcher for villains. Basically, it's former villains trying to go heroes, and no joke, I've seen nothing but I've seen a ton of videos on it, and it honestly looks like a fantastic game. The writing looks great. The characters are pretty good. But there's the big joke of it all is you have your love interest. You have Invisigirl, who is pictured here in this picture that you see in the article.
Looks pretty visible to me.
Yes. And then there's Blonde Blazer. Invisigal here, she is a former villain, and then Blonde Blazer is like your boss, basically, who is a hero. So really, honestly, fantastic reviews. It's there isn't a single spot on Reddit, on YouTube, on TikTok, any social media right now that I have not seen everything on this game. I think they just released episodes 3 and 4. Either they just released or it's coming out in the next couple days. And 5 and 6 are coming out. Are they're with the release of episodes 3 and 4? We'll see previews of episodes 5 and 6 for it. It's pick the way you want to go. It is your Telltale game. I mean, literally anything like that. It's that, but in hero form. So it's like, yeah,
I like that.
I'm very skeptical. Anytime I see numbers of like sales or anything, I'm always like, okay, like who, like, you know, it's like finding out like the New York Times bestsellers, like those publishers are like buying the author's book to get them to the top of the charts and then like to get them started. So I'm always like, okay, who's bankrolling these sales right now? And like, will these numbers keep going? Because I see, let's see, according to on Steam, it has a very positive review average with 91% of the 478 reviews. That's pretty low for a game that how many copies? 80 million copies. And of course, not all of them are sold on Steam, but I look at that and I'm like, that's only 478 reviews. Who's buying these games? Like this, who's bankrolling ad hoc and buying? Like, how much was the game, Josh? $10?
It is currently right now $30.
$30. I mean, so that's a lot of cash to like do that. But I'm always skeptical.
Also,
I'm like,
they didn't sell 80 million copies. They were making a joke saying 2 days, 80 million copies sold would have been nice.
Oh, okay.
But they sold 1 million copies in 10 days.
That's still a lot, though.
Okay.
That's
still a lot.
That's a very.
It's their first release as a developer and as a publisher.
That's a more reasonable number. But also, I will say, who has a rich family member that like gave them a check and they're like, all right, I'm gonna go buy 500,000 copies of our game. Which even without that 500,000 copies in 10 days is still impressive. I'm just, again, the New York Times is like poison to me. I've been red pilled, as the kids say.
Yeah.
My eyes are opened.
Josh, do you play as this little man on the right or on the left? Or are you playing as this like reacher motherfucker in the middle?
Nope, you're playing as the guy on the left. He is formerly known as Mecha Man.
That's disappointing because whatever I've done in my life to cultivate a Google search results query, it is only showing me pictures of this man in the middle, which is accurate of what I would like to see on Google. So well done, Google algorithm. Today you win. Apparently, I think most of the sales are for the beefcake right here.
His name is Royd.
Wow, read me.
Yes,
read me. Josh.
I can fix him. I can fix him.
I can fix him. I can fix him. I don't even know what's wrong with him, but I can fix him.
So there's nothing wrong with him. He's like basic. So it's like all former heroes who have retired or were forced into retirement because of their powers. They are hired by this company to help turn former villains into basically like the police force. Basically, like, hey, we're going to turn you into a good guy, and we'll dispatch you out, and they're like a security group.
I
don't remember his. You have what your character refers to as Black Einstein.
Wow.
Because, I mean, no joke, he literally looks like Einstein, but his black skin.
Okay.
Then there's, of course, you're a former hero who loses his suit and just can't perform the job anymore. There's so many great scenes that I've come across. I'm like, God damn it, I'm going to buy this game, aren't I? Which I just checked. Episodes 1 through 4 are currently out. Looks like 5 and 6 are due to release here in tomorrow, actually.
Really?
And then we'll see episodes 7 and 8 November 12th.
Wow, big boy. This is great.
Yeah.
So they'll be, and if you go to the Steam page, it's the big guy at the urinal.
I have many of these pictures are being put in front of me.
It's like we were saying, like just make it horny, and you'll find
make it horny.
Audience. And as long as you're making it yourself.
I will tell you right now, the biggest thing is the two girls. There's even a scene where you help one of the girls get into like a dress, and she's like, she goes, "Hey, do you mind zipping me up?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." He zips her up, and she goes, "So how do I look?" And her nipple is just hanging out. And he just goes, "You have the option not to say anything, or you can be like,
They took the give Batgirl nipples in Batman and Robin, and they're like, no, okay, yeah. One of them looks like I forget her name in Baldur's Gate 3. Is it Karlach, the devil girl?
Yeah.
Yes, Karlach.
It looks just like her, and I was like, oh no, this has been reawoken in me.
Yeah, listen, Karlach is the best, and I agree with that.
I assume
chosen.
you're looking at the picture of him standing in front of them when they're all sitting at the desk.
Yep, and I just saw Black Einstein. I'm like, yep, that's Black Einstein,
Yeah.
all right.
That is Black Einstein. That's what that looks like. Man. I
There's
don't
a great little scene where like they're all talking smack to him because like he's like trying to give him a pep talk, and they're like talking mad shit. The girl next to who would be Karlach, she's like, why I gotta listen to this scrawny ass little dude? And he goes, all right, Nicki Minaj, calm down over there.
This is
Nice.
giving me like early 90s image superheroes, like just very like attitude, like maybe not the most well-rounded characters, but like just stand out enough and kind of I don't want to say punk rock. I feel like that's a term that's overdone, but you get what I'm saying there.
I mean,
it's not your daddy's superhero game.
Yeah. It's giving like Mystery Men a little bit, but I like in a complimentary way.
Okay, and now
from what I can tell from the first 4 episodes, it's like it's really good. There's a lot going on, and it's not just like pick and choose what you want to do while you're doing this stuff. Like in between missions, you select which of your team, which by the way you're called Z Team, and the whole reason you got hired is because they want you to turn this team around because they're like the lowest of the low in their group, and they're like, okay, well, you pick and choose who, like based on what the mission calls for, and in between things, like they'll be like, hey, I need to hack into this. So like you'll give like a little mini game where you have to like do certain tasks to unlock this camera or to turn on the sprinkler system and stuff like that. So it's doing really well. I highly recommend, if you haven't seen any of it yet, to please just do yourself a favor, look up just a couple scenes. I promise you won't. I mean, there hasn't been a single scene yet where I've been like, God damn it, it's funny. It's really good. It's well written.
There's a human bat in a suit.
Yep.
And his name is Sonar.
Nice.
That's nice. 90s image ass shit right there. The Karlach's name is Melvola. Sorry, I ended up on a picture with all their names. I was like, oh, okay. I'm starting to see it now. I'm starting to see what this game is. Josh, if you buy it, I don't have to. So just a heads up on that.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm fairly tempted to. And the fact that it's $30 and we're getting all these episodes like almost back to back. I mean, like within weeks of each, like literally episodes 1 and 2 came out October 22nd. The 29th was 3 and 4. 5 and 6 is tomorrow, and then, or technically today, I guess technically for you, David. And then
I could already be playing this.
And they're almost at
why aren't you?
They're almost at 14,000 reviews on Steam. So my skepticism has been curbed. Like okay, this is more believable. That's about
it's got a pretty legit fan wiki going on here. Malvola got a lot of stats on her. She's 2 meters tall. This is incredible.
He's already looking up how to min-max her. The sick fuck.
Listen, step on me, mommy. Listen. No.
I'm looking for a funny Steam review. There's not. These guys are being genuine.
I have to mention, there's a character who has probably the greatest name. I'm like, yes, Flambe.
Oh,
yeah, firepower.
Yeah.
Yes, and he's very flamboyant.
Oh, great. Listen,
it's just like one of those like really on the nose, and it's like, God damn it! All right, that's actually decently. That's pretty well. That's done. It's done well.
Again, they're not beating the '90s image superhero rep.
Oh,
yeah, that's great.
I also forgot to mention.
There's somebody with
Aaron
daddy issues.
Paul is the lead character.
That's right. Aaron Paul does voice it. I remember seeing that now.
Yeah.
Oh.
It also has Jacksepticeye.
Who?
That's
who?
Jacksepticeye. He's a big YouTuber.
Okay.
Young Gravy.
I know Young Gravy.
Yeah, Young Gravy's in here.
I know Young Gravy. I think
Jeffrey
I know Young
Wright.
Okay. It's okay.
Well, here, I'll give you the list. Laura Bailey, Aaron Yvette.
Oh.
Moist Critical.
Not familiar with that.
Travis Willingham. Alana Pierce.
I know Alana Pierce. Worked on God of War. She was on IGN as well for a while.
Lance Constopoulos.
Celebrity names. I feel like I'm getting old because you're saying half these names. I just want to go lay down. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Thought Squad.
no.
Thought Squad.
Yes.
That's
They did the Pound Cake Hose Depressed.
nobody knows what that is.
Matthew Mercer. I
Oh,
thought
well,
that
Matt
was cool.
Okay, Matt Mercer. That's
Yeah.
legit.
Matthew Mercer. Why am I blanking on this man?
Well, I think you're going to look up his titles and you're going to know instantly that Matt Mercer was, I think, Commander Shepard.
He was. He was also. I guess he was voicing somebody in a Resident Evil thing.
Yeah, he was. I think he was a villain in Resident Evil 6.
Wait, who did he
One of the
verse?
villains.
Who did he voice in regular show? Was he Mordecai?
I think he was Mordecai or Rigby, one or the other.
I'm pretty sure he was. I think he's Mordecai. If I can find it, where is it at? Oh, it's anime. That's why I'm not finding anything.
Yeah, he probably has a ton of credits too. He's a pretty prolific dude.
Regular show is anime. No, he was. He had a bunch of smaller roles. Chance Sherbot, Recap. He played robots in regular show. He was just robots. They're like, hey, we need a robot. Get Mercer over here. All right, Josh. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Just one last thing on Matt Mercer, which is that he's the 20-sided die you can date and date everything. One of the best boys.
It's another game that has escaped my radar.
Wow.
I need to check out before the end of the year, especially since I love Boyfriend Dungeon.
I thought you for sure would have played that.
It's wildly stupid. I love it. It's incredible.
Oh, that's the thing. I love Wildly Stupid, so it's right up my alley. Oh, he was also in Avowed earlier this year. Speaking of another game I need to go back and finish.
Avowed.
Fucking bastards. All right, Josh, thank you for pulling the news. Josh, you have a meme for us?
Oh, I have a wonderful made meme by moi.
Me time.
A self-made meme.
Go ahead.
Board meeting for myself. Reasons for why I should buy Dispatch. Go. Bond Blazer, Invisibitch, which is actually a villain name before she became Invisigal, and then we have the plot. No, fuck the plot. We don't care. I want Blonde Blazer or Invisibitch, and more than likely, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm picking Blonde Blazer.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, in your description of it, in your glazing of Dispatch, you never once mentioned the plot.
You did not, which is fine. You don't need to. You don't
I
need to.
technically did.
Hilarious.
I technically mentioned the plot by saying that your former hero, Mecha Man, who is hired to turn a team of former villains into heroes, basically.
It's the first time I'm hearing any of this.
Oh my god.
It's the first time.
Okay, you get to say nipple. Okay, episode 4, I'm pretty sure. Nipple.
Josh, I get to lift my shirt and see nipple every day.
Thank you.
God, okay, here's the thing. I don't have to rule 34 this. I can just play the game.
Okay, all right. Calm down. Just buy the game so I can see the nipple, Josh. All right. He's already started to rant a little. He had to pull himself in. He had to press the button on his shock collar. But we are giving David the floor to rant about whatever he wants to rant about. It's a crazy world out there. Video games are $70.
Just too much.
I love that I said it's a crazy world, and the first thing I said was that video games are $70. Like that's the biggest problem we're facing right now.
Well, so you know what? It's related. It's related to my rant. So I think well teed up for me here, Nick.
Good at it.
I was thinking about what to come in with. I wasn't committed to be gaming related, but it turns out the one I have to share is very gaming related. I, like many folks, am sort of like stuck in the rut of these subscription models that major consoles have pushed on us. I am a PlayStation Plus member. I've been one for God knows how long. Because I used to get like free games every month, free games that you pay for, blah blah blah, whatever. I don't need the Reddit critique of all of this. It exposed me to lots of new things. I really loved it as a model, and then they started to bring on this like Game Pass version of streaming stuff straight to your console, which was a way to explore even more games, and I kind of like that too. Unfortunately, you're sort of prone to the whims of what games are available, and games will appear and disappear sort of unknowingly and at random. And that's the gripe that I'm bringing to both of you, my gaming friends today, which is that I wanted to sit down on the PlayStation and play Disco Elysium. And that thing got pulled off of whatever I was able to access it for free. And now I'm like holding back on buying a game that I find valuable because I know that eventually it'll be free again. And I'm having this very like early streaming Netflix experience of like, this used to all be there and now it's not. And that fucking sucks.
And I thought you were going to mention another game too, because I saw that people were really upset that Stalker 2 was coming off of Game Pass. Like it came out last November. It's coming off, I want to say, in a few days here. And it's just like, yeah, man, stuff just kind of comes and goes. You don't really know. And if you don't,
Yeah.
and with things getting less, with things getting less physical releases, it's kind of like, okay, well, am I doomed to playing this on Steam? Like, or can I get a physical copy? Like a buddy wrote a piece about Mafia: The Old Country. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that came out. I should see if my library has it. But I actually had to think, like, did it get a physical release? I couldn't even tell you. I have no idea.
Right. And like, I still think it's a great value. I'm just a little bummed out that as a slow gamer, which I feel like all three of us have sort of been 1 foot in, I don't want to say like, oh, I have to rush through Expedition 33 because I have to go and take advantage of this game being available because it's only going to be there for another 3 months. And that's hurting, I think, the art of all of it. Like, I should be able to discover awesome new things. I should be able to play Disco Elysium. If it was on the catalog, it should be on the catalog.
No, I mean, it's the whole point of why even bring it to the catalog if you're going to remove it? I understand, like, hey, you're trying to get more people to come in, but you would think, why not keep that there, but then add a game that maybe been out for a couple years now already that isn't there yet? Like, great, yeah. If you're going to give me all these games and keep them there for, until I quit paying for it, yeah, great. I'll spend the $20-$30.
Yeah.
But you start removing stuff and it's like, okay, well, you're starting to lose value to me because, I mean, Nick for the longest time kept pushing Game Pass onto me, and I'm like, it's just a big commitment. There's a lot of games on there, I don't know. And I'm like, now that I look back, I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of glad I kind of stayed off of it because I mean, price increase. You're starting to remove some of your big hitting games. Like, what's the point? I mean, maybe that's the whole reason I got that was because of Stalker. Like, yeah, I love this franchise. I was excited for this to come out, and I can play it with without having to pay extra money. Great. Oh, now it's gone. I'm only halfway through the game. Well, fuck. Not only do I still pay for Game Pass, I have to drop, $30-$40 bucks.
Right.
Now I'm over here, I have to go buy another copy, whether it be digital or physical, which more likely at that point, if I buy digital, who knows how long I actually have access to said digital copy anymore.
And that's the portent that I think I'm most frightened of is what are we going to learn from streaming that will end up hitting media that we, are buying the license for. And I think there's a psychology to all of it too. I hesitate to push the buy button if what if this becomes free in 2 weeks? And then I have to join the Reddit complain forum of like, oh, I just bought this. I don't want to be on that forum. Those people are very deeply unhappy.
It's Reddit. Of course they are.
I mean, if they're making posts like that all the time, yeah, it's not even psychological at that point. It's just built into their minds.
Well, and it's something that's driven me into the arms of physical media more and more. Like, having kids, I've started thinking about like, well, what's my legacy? What am I leaving behind? And I'm not like one of those. It's not like I need to push my interest onto my kids, but like, I'd like for them to have something that was mine, where it's like either they get rid of it and they're like, Dad was into these comics, I don't want them. Or it's like, well, why did Dad like this so much? Let me read it. Oh, that's why. Invisible has like a father-son element in it, like complicated father-son. Oh, cool. That's nice. Like, I feel like I'm closer to my dad having read that because I know he read it and loved it. And when you're just doing digital stuff, it's kind of because, Steam famously, if you die, like your Steam account goes with you. Your kids don't get all your games. Your kids don't get your stuff. So, I mean, when it comes to, at least with comics and like vinyl records, like I'm kind of moving the ball in that direction, getting that stuff. Having a PlayStation now, I'm like, well, okay, let's grab some physical media on that, and not too much because you don't want to like have like stacks and stacks of stuff like Josh behind him.
Hey, now this is all strictly PlayStation 4 games. My PS5 ones are all on my bookshelf over there in the corner.
I'm just joshing you because I mean, look at the comics. I'm in the way. I mean, there's like 6 of those, and they're all pretty much.
That's
full.
badass.
So like, I
That's
get
awesome.
it. I get it. But like, I was like, I want to own the stuff that I'm enjoying. I don't want to like open up an app and be like, oh, hey, everything's gone because the world has collapsed.
Right. And I think it is also House of Cardsy that, like, if we start to run into some issues where, well, God willing, the AI bubble bursts, but then drags all of us down into a recession with them, how will this all impact it? Because if I'm going to be laid off and just have time to play a video game, it's really going to suck if I open my PlayStation app and the only thing available is like Astrobot.
Ugh, the add the game. I can't believe that won Game of the Year. Balatro should have won Game of the Year.
Don't be started on Balatro.
Hey,
You know what? At least I have
rant.
Balatro, and I've played Balatro enough that I think that if the world truly decimated into nothing, if I found a deck of cards, I could play Balatro in my mind. I could just do it on a table.
You have scratch papers with all your Joker cards.
Yeah, exactly.
This one triples everything that I touch.
Yep. I'll do a scientific calculator to do my score, but otherwise, I think I'm good to go.
Yes, you would definitely. Yeah, when the math gets so crazy, you need the fucking calculator. But the stuff coming and going from these online services, subscriptions, I mean, it's kind of made everybody play games like games media people do, where they don't really have time to enjoy it. They kind of have to rush through it. And then anytime I listen to anyone from the games media talk about a game, you definitely get a sense that they don't enjoy much of the job because it's become a job. You're like, yeah, just like anything you turn into a job, you start to fucking hate it and resent it, and you miss being able to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And
I don't want to go to the Louvre and be like, well, we're going to pull most of this art tomorrow, so you better go and enjoy this giant mall of art before it's all gone. Well, that's a sucky way of considering art, and that's like what we've built for this medium now.
Yeah. And then don't even get me started on, like you said, AI breathing down our necks, threatening to, like, it's getting to the point where I'm like, is every game gonna have some kind of AI asset, like that 30 people lost their jobs?
It's only a matter of time, but then again, it's also gonna come back and bite them in the ass because they'll be like, "Why is no one buying our game? You fired everybody.
Nobody's got money to buy your fucking game, dipshit." Well, and I always look back to, and I know it's a punching bag with some people, but I always look back to like The Last of Us Part 2 and how big games have gotten. And like the biggest example I point to in that is that they had a whole team dedicated to the whistles from the one group, and like all the work they put into the whistles. And I'm like, why did you spend so much time on this whistle? Like Neil Druckmann, like I was gonna punch you in the face already, but why? Everyone's like, why are games so expensive? Why are we spending all this money? I'm like, did you see they had a whole team dedicated to whistles?
Yeah.
Wait, you mean no one watched the credits? What?
They had a whole whistle team.
But I do think that the market is going to crave handmade art. I think Slay the Princess taught us that like there's like a deep interest in seeing the wires. I think for a long time we were like, let's make things look realistic, and now we're like, how can we bring back Pee-wee's Playhouse? Like, I want to actually see this shit in action rather than trying to hide that I'm playing a video game. Show me I'm playing a video game and make it a great experience of playing a video game. And the sort of so-called generative AI is never going to deliver on that because it can't have that kind of soul. It has never been horny, so it cannot produce horny art.
Well, and it doesn't, like, some of the best games are the games about breaking the rules, and like the games the games that break the rules the best are the games that understand the rules of the genre that they're playing within. And AI doesn't understand that. Like, I look at Little Gator Game, and Little Gator Game, the whole aspect of that is just play. Just have
fun. Just be stupid.
Like, yeah, play has rules, but like play is way more fun when you forget the rules.
Yeah. As a side-along rant, I'm also looking forward to whenever the brand of AI gets killed, so I have to stop looking at like fucking ads for like, this toaster has artificial intelligence built in. No, it doesn't. It has a dial for how toasted you want the toast to be. That's not AI. It's just we're throwing this label onto things because it's the marketing of it all, and that I'm also just like wholesale done with.
I am I have a boss. I don't report directly to him, but he wrote a book called A Bot and a Prayer. and he's just very gung ho about AI and education, and I'm just like, this is gonna crash.
No,
This is gonna crash.
It's not gonna work,
honestly.
Man. It's not to dox myself, but we have programs that are being retooled to be called AI programs, and it's just like, what?
Even though they're just algorithms,
Yeah.
they're if I can code it in C++, it's not AI.
And we
just spoiler alert.
And we paid money. We paid money for the trademarks, the copyrights, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is the same company that told me we didn't have money to give me a raise. Fuck me.
Right. Just fucked. It's so fucked. And all these people, none of them will face consequences because that's how we build systems. But everyone, like, you need to start clenching. If your company is investing in AI, there will be job layoffs in the next 18 months when this all goes tits up, because they put their money on red and the double zeros coming up.
Yeah. Right. And the normal people don't get golden parachutes.
Nope.
We just get the golden piss, which if you're into, that's fine, but I'm not getting pissed on. I'm not a fan. Yeah, man, you got me. I don't want to get on a soapbox about AI because this is your rant corner. Anything else? Anything from the unemployed world? Anything from Spain? Spain.
Spain.
You know, pissing you off?
We need our Expedition 33. We don't make enough video games here in the country. Why are we letting France have all? Well, we had that Pokemon game. Pokemon Sword Shield was set here on the Iberian Peninsula, and you know that because we love a fucking sandwich here, and that was a Pokemon game all about eating sandwiches. I
wouldn't. Do you really want to brag about Shield and Sword? Do you want to claim that Pokemon?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. But Spain.
I only know what the Reddit Pokemon. I only know what the Reddit Pokemon fans tell me. I've never played. It might as well be just another apple to me.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, and there's nothing wrong with a good apple. No, Spain's great. My game development journey has been progressing forward. So I want to eventually make something that people enjoy, and I bet you'll see the strings in it. I will say that the deeper I get into coding, the more appreciation I have for Toby Fox. Maybe everything should just be if-then statements. Maybe that is the fucking way to go.
Honestly, I mean, it's not the wrong way to do it. It's simple. It gets the job done. Like, yeah, you'll have some people go into it and go, oh, you're one of those. And it's like, dude, I at least put the shit into it. It's done. It works. Like, what else do you fucking want from me?
Yeah, the games are out, bro.
I do it for a living. And I tell you right now, I honestly will live. And if that's all I had, perfect. It works. It gets you from point A to point B. Everything else is fucking convoluted, and I don't care. I do it for a living, and I hate every moment of it.
Yeah. And what I've really learned, and probably the most appreciation I've come for all artists, but video game artists in particular, is the minute you feel like you're done working on something, you hate that thing forever and ever and ever. And when people enjoy it, you start to wonder if you're broken in this world. And I think that's just the nature of like making art. And so, like, yeah, I'm learning to like write music, and I'm learning to draw, and it's kind of an incredible thing to try to make something that takes so much other talent. And I love it, and I love games, and I love talking to you guys about them.
And there's just that beauty in it. Like, it's a pain in the ass, but it's your pain in the ass, and you're making it. And you spent years, or you spent months, years, centuries, decades making something, and like, just for like maybe someone to get like an hour or 2 hours of enjoyment. And there's the beauty in that. There's just a beauty in that aspect of it.
If somebody's enjoyment is for sale, I am interested in buying it, and that's what I'm here for.
Well, I'll just have you know. Go ahead, Josh.
Go ahead, Nick.
I was gonna say, by evoking Toby Fox, I now have Spider Dance stuck in my head. You fucking asshole.
Sorry, I have Megalovania in my head at all times. Yeah,
Megalovania is in my head. And hopes and dreams.
I have Megalovania, but it's a suburban couple covering it on a ukulele.
Jesus.
Incredible. I love that.
That might be the episode title.
I was just gonna say it's moments like these that makes it all. I mean, for me at least, like I won't lie and say like I enjoy every time we record, because there are some days it does feel like a chore, and it's not that I hate it. It's just like, okay, I've got it. Instead of being able to spend more time playing Expedition 33, I have to go record with Nick. And I tell myself, oh, it's only going to take an hour, and then you can go play. And here we are, 2.5 hours into it all.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's moments like these where if I hadn't done this, David, we would never have met. We wouldn't have this conversation. And I absolutely enjoy these things. It's like, I have my coworkers who at least like to an extent understand me, and I feel great about that. But it's like outside of this, I don't like, my own wife looks at the stuff I do and goes, "Oh my God, you're such a nerd."
Time out. Your wife's a book talker. She has no room to fucking talk.
I know. I tell her all the time. I said, "You take your recorded porn and you get out of this house. You go listen to it in the car with our child." The audacity.
I refuse to be called out by a book talker. This is war.
I just tell her.
This
I
is war.
just straight up call her a pedophile.
This is.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Well, Josh, that is the one word YouTube will not allow because they protect the pedophile. No. No.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Now I have to edit you. No, I'm not going to edit you. I don't care. I had something, but I lost it because Josh said pedophile.
We were in this really sweet, appreciative space before Josh took us around a corner.
This is why I worry about the guest I bring on this show.
Oh my God.
We're changing the subject.
Hey kids, you like candy?
David,
I can't find my puppy yet, but if you come with me into my van, we can find all the puppies.
You gotta stop digging. You gotta stop digging.
I don't know. I'm gonna
you're a father now.
At this point, I know I'm so deep. I just need to go for China. Okay.
Oh Jesus, David. Any other rants, or should we just get out of here before Josh ends up in an unmarked van that isn't his?
No. I deeply appreciate both of you and everything that you do. I think that talking about gaming is such a warmth, and I think that's why listeners come to the show and why the audience is as powerful as it is, because we need a reminder that there are people who love this stuff, and I think that's really, really important. In a world full of Reddit forums, be the kind of person who talks with earnesty and with heart about gaming, but stop putting fucking catalogs up and taking them down.
Yes. Agreed. Yeah. 100%.
And then also just everybody go buy Stalker 2, because that team could probably use all the support in the world.
Genuinely right now.
Let's do some end of show chores. Let's clean this place up a little bit. It got a little messy out. I'm gonna get the mop out. I'm gonna tell everybody that I am over at I'm only on Blue Sky. I'm still on Twitter, but I don't really use it. I'm nickkaufman.com. You can also still find my stuff over on Hard Drive. The site is finally back up. We went down for a few days. I got scared that it wasn't going to come back just because I guess that's an abandonment issue thing that I never took care of. I don't know. So that's where my stuff is at. You can also find me on YouTube and Netflix, Twitch at Nick Fat Night. Josh, where can people find you?
You can find me anywhere and everywhere, and I'm Josh Sang. I also finally put up all of our Game Award picks on our site. I cheated, like Nick told me to begin with, and it's up there. I will have it fixed and updated to show more as we talk more about it. You can also find all of our written words there. SmashingGameTime.com. Nick, I'm taking Nick's plug away, so I'm enjoying this moment right now.
He knew it.
That's where the podcast lives. Our words breathe, and honestly, this episode inspired me. I think I'm going to go write another piece.
He's not going to write that piece.
Do it.
Well maybe he will, but I don't think he will.
I plan on it. I've got free time tomorrow. All my meetings are getting canceled because I've got clients coming in, so I've got nothing better to do.
That man is taking a nap. I know it. That is a sleepy father. David, where can people find you, keep up with you? Where are you at? What shows are you on? What's your social security number?
Okay. Yeah. Less helpful now that I'm not in the States, so I'm happy to share that. I am online. Blue Sky and Instagram are my big ones as DMuma. But I think that's also probably my handle for Letterboxd. So if you're interested in which movies I'm watching, I'm trying to be better about letterboxing my life.
I'm going to add Letterboxd right now.
Yeah. I think also DMuma is me on PlayStation and Steam. So if you're listening and you want to see my trophy progress on Balatro, please come on over. And I do a couple other podcasts. We mentioned Fear Coded earlier, where my friends Marilee and Tyler and I talk about a single entry in the media of horror and talk about how gay everything is. It's a really good time. Here in November, we are doing just children's horror. So we talked Over the Garden Wall, Are You Afraid of the Dark? We're doing a Goosebumps novel at the end of the month, and then of course Uninvited.
Which Goosebumps novel? I'm sorry, I have to ask.
No, we're doing Night of the Living Dummy.
Okay, all right.
Nice, good one.
There was classic.
There was a bartender the other night at the bar I was at wearing I forget the jack-o'-lantern one, but the one where they all go Halloween trick-or-treating with the jack-o'-lantern twins. Scary as a kid. Really scary.
Scary as a kid. Scary as a kid. Now that I reread it, definitely works for children's horror. I love being able to talk about that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then with my friend Derek, and Nick's been a guest, we do talk about weird and high concept episodes of television on a podcast called Gimmicks. Let's see what we're doing here in November. We talked about the Sarah Connor Chronicles, a sort of underappreciated but like actually like really banging show. Had a really good time with that, and we're doing a bonus episode on Late Night that'll come out I think the week that this episode drops.
On Late Night, like late who?
We talk about everything late night, but we specifically covered an episode of the David Letterman show where he had the image rotate 360 degrees over the hour. And so very slowly he was acting like the stage was tilting. It was pretty awesome late 80s television, late night television.
A lot of coke. A lot of coke.
A lot of coke going on there. Yeah. But all of those podcasts are part of the Glitterjaw Queer Podcast Collective. So if you're looking for queer voices in your podcast, check us out at glitterjaw.com.
And we will have a link to all of that down in the show notes, so you can find David, you can keep up with him. I just added him on Letterboxd. I'm going to ask him if he's got a backlogged. Do you have a backlogged?
You know what? I think I signed up for a backlogged, but have I opened it recently? The answer to that is no. But you know what? I should be better about using backlogged. This is going to be the most like I was born in the early 80s statement that I can make. If I don't put a bookmark for it on the browser, I never go to the website ever again. I forget that it exists.
Are so old, I have to do the same thing. Or I at least have to have a tab open on it at all times so I remember that it exists. Like,
yeah,
okay.
It looks like Google has saved a password, so I am DMuma on backlog too. And you know what, Nick, I'm gonna start using this more.
I'm gonna find you. It's been fun for because now that Game Chronicles is gone, I'm like, well, I need some place for my reviews to live, and I'm like, I'll just do it here because no one's.
Yeah.
I'm too far gone. I don't want to do freelance. No one's gonna hire a hard drive satirist, satire writer. They're like, this guy, get him out of here. We don't want to
if they're desperate, they might.
Yeah. But they're not. They've got AI in their back pocket.
That's true.
But we're going to link to all that. Everybody, as always, thank you to Alex Marvin Clark for our intro and outro song, Hunt 'Em Down. We have a link to his SoundCloud in the show notes. The song's not on his SoundCloud anymore. I don't know what happened there, but go give him some love and support.
Well, I need an update. Have you heard from him at all?
Not heard from him.
I know you've tried reaching out to him.
I cannot confirm if he's neither dead nor alive. I'm going to try again. It just feels weird to keep using his song and not be in contact with him, so we're going to maybe start looking for a new theme song. We'll be on the hunt. We'll be hunting down some new music. But that's the show. This has been one of the longer episodes, but you know what? We like making the time for guests. David, thank you again so much for coming out. We love having you, and we hope to have you more often. We love getting to see.
Bring me back.
We love getting to see your face. It's always, me and Josh, we love each other, but it's nice to get a break. It's nice for someone
I
in the
have seen
middle.
enough during the holidays, kids' birthdays. I mean, I need other faces here.
All right, everyone. We are going to get out of here. Everyone, this has been Smashing Game Time. I hope you all had a smashing great time. We will see each and every one of you next time.